Ako is now recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Secretary, yung budget naman po ninyo from NEP to GAA, tumaas po, di ba? From 207 billion to 245.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
Chair.
But the problem is yung ating important project, yung
For peace.
four-piece natapyasan.
Correct.
Now, we're here to look for the reason why natapyasan. Di po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hindi po ba doon sa GAB2, which is a product of the House deliberation on the budget, hindi naman po natapyasan? Would that be correct?
Secretary, please answer the question.
No, Mr. Chair, we don't have a copy of that in the department. All we have a copy of will be the NEP, our NEP submission, and then we have the final GAA copy. In between, unfortunately, we don't have a copy of those things in the middle.
Mr. Chair, the Vice Chairman of the Committee on Appropriations is here. Maybe he can answer that question. Na yung ating House deliberation on the four-piece fund, hindi natin binago as provided for in the NEP.
Yes, I confirm that.
Before Senior Vice Chair answer to make clarification on the query of Chairman Akop, let me acknowledge the presence of Congressman Idol, Senador Rodante Marcoleta, representing once again party list. Please proceed, Senior Vice Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm that. Doon po sa third reading copy of the HGAB 2024, I can send you a screenshot. Line 55 po.
Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ba yung Senado rin, meron din silang proseso na kagaya natin? They come up with their own deliberation insofar as the NEP is concerned. Tama po. Yes. So, yung ating GAB2, yung kanila hindi natin nakikita. As the good secretary has stated. Ba't natin may tapyasan after the bicameral conference? Nandun natin nakikita yung malalaking mga pagbabago. Di po ba, Mr. Chair, Madam Vice Chairman?
Please.
Well, Mr. Chair, as I had mentioned earlier, in this particular case, doon pa lang po sa Senate Committee report, nakita na po natin ang reduction po para sa program na to, yung 6.5 billion.
Thank you for the answer, Madam Vice Chair. So, hindi sa House nangyari yung pagtapyas. Nangyari doon sa Senate version. Ang problema, nagkaroon ng bicameral conference, pumayag yung House panel natin doon sa tapyas na yun. That should be the question. Kasi merong sa bicameral conference, may House contingent, may Senate contingent. Yun ang protocol eh. Even if I have not been there. Pero yun ang protocol. So, tayo, yung tinatanong ko kanina, complicit na rin kami sa pagtapyas eh. Dahil pumayag yung representative namin eh. Mr. Chair, di po ba?
Congressman Jesse Abalos, do you want to react? Please proceed.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair, no? And of course, sa DSWD, maraming salamat sa inyong briefing. Ngayon, habang inaalam po natin ang dahilan kung bakit tinapyasan ang pondo ng 4-piece, kung titingnan rin natin ang huling slide na ipresent sa atin ng DSWD ngayon, ways forward. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa leadership ng ating Kongreso, pati ng ating mga committees dahil bagamat hindi pa naman natin pinapag-usapan ang susunod na budget, ngayon pa lang hahanap na po tayo ng solusyon sa na-raise po ng DSWD kanina, may unpaid grants 9 billion. 2024 meron rin kulang na 6.5. So dahil sa briefing na ito, at least nakikita natin yung exact figure on the part of Congress. This would guide us in perhaps creating a supplemental budget or kung ano yung magagawa namin para at least maremedyohan na natin ang mga naranasan ng poorest of the poor in 2023, 2024, and in the previous years. And at the same time naman, yung briefing ng ating DSWD ngayong araw, I'm sure it would guide all of us legislators in future deliberations regarding the 4-piece program. Yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair, bagamat nakakalungkot na nagkaroon ng budget slash at the BICAM, what's important is that both committees have convened today, and nandito rin po ang ating secretary at naghahanap po tayo ng solusyon ho. Yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Kong Jesse. Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, tama po yung figures ninyo eh. But starting 2016, minsan lang kayong na-increase yung budget ninyo for 4-piece. That was in the year 2019. Tama po ba? From 88.1 to 89.7 or an increase of 1.6 billion. All the other years in 2017, ang increase po ninyo is 500 million. In 2021, 7 billion. At deficit in 2022, 8 billion. In-enumerate nyo ito kanina. 2023, 13 billion ang deficit ninyo, yung natapyas.
Yung natanggal.
Natanggal. Yun. And then in 2024, 6.5 billion. Tama po ba?
Correct. Mr.
Now,
Chair.
if we look at 2023, nung 13 billion yung natapyasan o natapyas sa budget ng 4-piece, there was a conditional special provision given by the President. Di po ba? Na yung pag-implement nito, it's with the condition. Babayaran dapat natin yung backlog natin ng 27 and 2018. It was a conditional veto on the utilization of funds for prior years' claims insofar as the 4-piece are concerned.
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's correct. And we were able to pay the prior years because of that.
Because of this provision.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
But kung titignan po natin, that was for 2017 and 2018. Natapyasan din kayo noong 2021 and 2022. Tama? Pero wala kayong backlog. Bakit?
Mr. Chair, that was what I explained a while ago. If you look at the 2020-2021 column ng deficit, 0, because there was really unutilized. During those times, COVID ho, so walang school, so the education grants weren't being paid. Number 2, yung listahan ho, as mentioned, was being cleaned, so we didn't exhaust the 4.4. So I can only surmise that the good gentleman is correct that yung pagtapyas was based on our utilization nung 2022, 2020, 2021 as deficit, at walang school. In portions of the school year wasn't complete, so walang pumapasok. So number 2, hindi namin napuno. We were cleaning the list nung 2019 onwards, no? 2020, we didn't exhaust the 4.4. So it's only nung 2023 talaga naming napuno, and that's why we wrote the committee asking the committee na sana both committees na wag nyo bawasan kasi we anticipate na we will need every single centavo from that appropriation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary. So, the problem is in the next budget, paano natin masisiguro na hindi na matatapyasan tong 4-piece? Di po ba?
Well, I have Mr. Chair, there's a room full of 4-piece advocates here who will definitely, I'm sure, help us champion the budget without cuts.
Chairman Akop, are you done? Oh, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, sa amount naman na ito, there are other expenses that are deducted. Tama po ba?
Which amount? The appropriation, Mr.
Yes, what is appropriated? For example, in 2022, 107.6 billion.
Correct. There are
Hindi naman mapupunta sa yung exact amount na ito.
yes, there are administrative costs.
Yes, yun po yung katanungan ko huli. if you look at the budget of expenditure book, nandun po yung expenditure ninyo eh. And I can see na isa sa pinakamalaking amount ninyo na nagagastos out of the allocated 4-piece fund would be personnel services.
Correct. Correct, Mr. Chair. These are the city links and municipal links who do the case management for the beneficiaries.
And there's also an item there, cost of services.
Yes, these are unfortunately the contract of service employees.
And administrative expenses.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Ang tanong ko lang po, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chair, is that do these three not belong to the same category of expenses?
I just had to verify my answer. Yan yung sad part, Mr. Chair, in the budget season na ang dami pa rin naming contract of service na employees. And we cannot charge them sa PS kasi walang statutory benefits itong mga contract of service natin. So that's why nakahiwalay yung category nila.
If we look at the table, doon sa cash grants ninyo for rice subsidy, for 2016, yung amount po na there is 62 for the 4-piece, right? Pero ang rice subsidy, cash grants is 56.025. It's 89.42% of the total amount. Pero kung titingnan ko po, lumalaki.
Ang lumalaki, Mr. Chair, if I can get a better clarification on
The rice grants
yes.
from the amount of the 4-piece, lumalaki every year. Kasi noong 2016, it's 89.42%. In 2022 is 92.03%. Walang breakdown sa libro ng budget of expenditure yung 2023 at saka 2024. Kung titingnan po natin, blanco.
Mr. Chair, let me draw the data from that because the program directors here are saying that it's consistently the same. But let me draw out the data and we'll get back to you immediately, Mr.
Thank you. And also together with the 4-piece, from 4.8% in 2017, tumaas po sa 6.13%.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, if I can just clarify, what years are we talking about?
In 2016, for personnel services, out of the 62.6 billion, personnel services amounted to 3.4 billion pesos, and the percentage of that is 5.44. 2017, 78.1 billion, the personnel services is 3.8 billion, amounting to 4.88%. So, tinitignan ko, nagva-vary, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
May I know
Chair,
the reason why?
I have to admit, these are years prior to me being in the department.
Yeah,
I'm conferring with the program directors. Mr. Chair, I will submit it in writing, but one of the ladies beside me happens to be an old hand in the department. All of them are actually. So I'll have, she was there even before. Asek Maris.
Ma'am, please proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, yun pong rice subsidy, just like the educational grant and health grant, is also dependent on the compliance of our beneficiaries. So it's if in case the beneficiary is compliant to health, then they are also entitled to the rice subsidy. So but then in every year or in every pay period, pag nagbari po ang compliance rate ng ating mga beneficiaries, affected rin po yung amount that we are paying for the rice. So, tama pa yung observation nyo, may tendency po siya na bumaba o tumaas.
Nagustuhan niyo ba ang ganitong pagtalakay? Mag-follow sa Informador FB page at mag-subscribe sa Informador YouTube channel. Ang Informador ay nilikha ng mga staff ni Atty. Ricky Tumutorgo, aka Insurrecto, upang lalong lumawak ang inaabot ng pagpapalaganap ng katotohanan at labanan ang fake news at kasinungalingan.